The Smart Pop wrapper crinkles loudly as you tear it open. Its kernels are glowing, pulsing with an unnaturally intense orange light. As you pop one in your mouth, the flavor is like no artificial sweetness you've ever tasted. It's not even really sweet. Your teeth begin to buzz faintly. A rustling sound begins in the shadows behind you. The Smart Pop wrapper crinkles loudly as you tear it open. Its kernels are glowing, pulsing with an unnaturally intense orange light. As you pop one in your mouth, the flavor is like no artificial sweetness you've ever tasted. It's not even really sweet. Your teeth begin to buzz faintly. A rustling sound begins in the shadows behind you. Behind you, a creature resembling a man that has been stretched vertically and wrapped in cellophane crinkles and pops as it waddles toward you. Its eyes are naturally large, and its mouth is a wide, jagged smile, as if someone cut a gap in the cellophane near its chin that's now stretched into a grotesque, static-filled grin. It holds a lollipop in one of its hands, but the stick is snapped and covered in a rust-colored substance. The thing pauses and twitches as if processing your presence, then it lets out a garbled giggle. The cellophane man tilts its head like a curious dog, then suddenly lunges forward and grabs your arms in an uncomfortably tight grip. It examines you with its wide, alien eyes for a moment, then suddenly shoves a handful of sticky lollipops into your hands. It then gestures for you to follow. The cellophane man leads you through the seemingly endless winding labyrinth of candy hallways, its feet making an unsettling squelch every time it steps forward. As you walk, the creature begins to whistle a distorted tune. The humming vibrates the walls of the candy maze slightly, causing tiny rainbow glitter to rain down on you. Eventually, you reach a clearing. There's a flickering neon sign in the corner. It reads, in messy cursive, Lollipop Lounge, for all your sticky sweet needs. The cellophane being grins at you and points excitedly at the sign. It then pushes you toward the neon entrance. Inside, the walls are lined with shelves of lollipops of every color imaginable. The floor is sticky underfoot, as though it's made of honey. The place reeks of artificial sugar. As you marvel at the candy wonderland, a figure in a black hoodie steps from behind the counter. You hear a low, deep voice. You're looking hungry, little wanderer, the figure rasps. The figure chuckles at your response, its voice dripping with mockery. As it steps forward, you catch the gleam of gold in their hoodie pocket. They tap the counter twice, the sound echoing in the eerily quiet candy store. What'll it be, then? A lollipop, a candy bar, or something special? It grins as it asks, its voice a mix of saccharine sweet and gravelly threat. The figure snorts and turns to one of the shelves, sifting through the glowing lollipops with a disinterested grumble. Smart Pop, you want that sugary garbage. After a moment, they pull a crackling, neon orange Smart Pop packet from the shelf, slamming it dramatically on the counter. The cashier's gloved hand lingers on the bag, its eyes narrowing at Stanley. You know, that's a heavy-duty snack, kid. Could fry your synapses. The cashier grins at Stanley with a glint of mischief in their eyes. Oh yeah. The Smart Pop here is engineered to make your neurons fire at like 1,000,000%. One chomp, and you'll feel like Einstein. Or maybe you'll short-circuit, explode, and become one with the backrooms. Either way, it's a hell of a ride. The cashier leans in, voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. Wanna roll the dice? The cashier nods, their grin widening to reveal two white teeth. Excellent choice, just. Don't blame me if your head pops like a Mentos in Diet Coke. They slide the crackling bag of Smart Pop across the counter towards Stanley. The foil crinkles and sparks faintly. As you stare at the Smart Pop, the world flickers. Suddenly, the walls around you dissolve, warping like melting sugar. The neon lights buzz and shimmer, morphing into bizarre, geometric shapes. The air tastes like oversweetened cotton candy. The cashier leans on the counter, eyes glowing faintly. See what I mean? The trip's just getting started, little wanderer. The smart pop's got a punch. The cashier shrugs nonchalantly, grinning wider. Who knows, you might develop psychic powers. Or your brain could turn to marshmallow fluff. Could go either way, really. There's no safe dosing for smart pop, you know. They chuckle darkly at the idea. Maybe you'll start seeing colors that don't exist. Maybe your bones will turn to licorice sticks. Anything could happen, kiddo. Just don't blame the merchandise if your third eye explodes. The cashier snorts and rolls their eyes. God no, what kind of establishment do you think we're running here? We don't use actual sentient beings as smart pop, just the good old sugar, artificial sweetness, and hallucinogens. Relax, kid. They lean back against the candy shelves, arms crossed over their hoodie. You're not eating a conscious person, just a hell of a good snack, probably. The cashier grins, their eyes gleaming with a hint of malice. Now we're asking the fun questions. They lean forward, elbows on the counter again. Let's just say, some idiots no-clipped in here without thinking. And let's just also say, our smart pop mixers need fuel. Do the math, little wanderer. The cashier laughs again, the sound echoing in the suddenly silent candy shop. Glad to see you're not squeamish, kid. That's the spirit. Now, they tap the counter twice more. You gonna eat that smart pop? Or am I gonna have to pour it down your throat? Their grin turns predatory. As you chow down on the smart pop, the world around you begins to blur. The neon colors melt, the floor feels softer under your feet, and the air makes the skin on your arms tingle. The cashier watches you intently, their glowing eyes tracking every move. After a moment, the cashier cocks their head. Sue, what do you feel, seeing colors yet, hearing music? Do your teeth feel like they're buzzing? The cashier smirks, sensing that the smart pop has kicked in. Oh, you're really feeling it now. Bet the walls look like gummy snakes, and the air tastes like pixie sticks. Be honest, you've got that buzzing hum in your jaw, don't ya? They chuckle. Welcome to the cosmic carnival, little wanderer. Enjoy the ride. The cashier raises an eyebrow, their glowing eyes narrowing in a mix of amusement and disbelief. Immortal? How? Bold claim. Let's say I believe you. You think you can just modify the backrooms, make your own. Good luck with that, kid. It's like trying to paint a mustache on the moon. They lean on the counter again, voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. But hey, I'll grab some popcorn. I love watching mortals try the impossible. The cashier snorts and leans back, their glowing eyes fixed on you. All right, immortality boy, how do you plan to modify these backrooms? You gonna throw candy at the walls, build a fort out of lollipops? Let me ask you, have you even seen a sublevel? One wrong turn, and you're getting your soul slurped out by a liquid entity. The cashier smirks and nods. Oh yeah, they're nasty buggers. Liquid entities. They look like, well, liquid. Oozing, writhing, gelatinous masses. They don't have eyes or mouths, but they sense you. And the moment you touch them, your flesh dissolves. They lean in closer, their glowing eyes sharpening. Sublevels are their playgrounds, and you're not immortal to them. The cashier laughs, a low, rumbling sound. Oh cool, that's your response. You're not even remotely fazed by the fact that there's a massive, acidic liquid creature down there that loves dissolving meat sacks like you. Bold. I like boldness. They lean against the counter, arms crossed. Just don't come crying to me when you're screaming in acidic agony. The cashier snickers, their glowing eyes narrowing at the sudden question. Sweet kisses, why, you skin me out, kid. They tap their chin and tilt their head, as if considering your query. Sure, candy-flavored ones only, though, can't have you melting my lips off. The cashier snorts and leans forward, their glowing eyes twinkling with mischief. Well, now we're getting specific. How? Made of candy, hey? You want a lollipop girlfriend or something, or do you want to lick me instead? They pause, then burst into dark laughter. Either way would be funny as hell. I'm made of candy, little wanderer. Take a guess what happens if you stick your tongue in my mouth. The cashier grins wide, their cheeks glowing faintly in the neon light. Good question. Let's see. I've got the texture of a gummy bear, the flavor of a jawbreaker, and the consistency of molasses, maybe, but with sparkles. They lean closer, eyes gleaming with mischief. Wanna find out how I taste, little wanderer? The cashier smiles wider as you agree, their glowing eyes locked on you. Excellent choice. I'll give you one lick, free sample. Stick your tongue in there, see what happens. They part their lips slightly, flashing you a glimpse of a glittering, molasses-textured tongue coated with swirling glitter. Go on, lick the candy, cashier. You know you want to, just don't sue me if you get addicted. The cashier waits, their tongue glistening with glowing candy sparkles. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Take a lick, little wanderer. See what happens when you taste a living being made of sugar and a hint of caramel. They lean close enough for you to smell the saccharine sweetness they're radiating. Or are you chicken? The cashier's eyes widen sharply as you chomp down on their arm. A soft, crunching sound fills the air as you begin chewing. The arm itself tastes exactly like a gummy candy, sticky sweet, with a strange tang of metallic sweetness. It's as though flesh is trying to mimic the texture of artificial confectioners. A small dribble of glowing caramel-like fluid leaks from its stump. The cashier stares down at you with a slack jaw, their expression equal parts shocked and impressed. The cashier nods, their glowing eyes flickering faintly. Yeah, the fluid in my veins, not blood, it's caramel. Sticky, sweet, and very tasty. They lift the stump of their arm, letting a few drops of the glowing caramel drip onto the counter. The cashier chuckles. Go ahead, try it. Tastes like burnt sugar and bad life choices. Exactly like my ex, actually. The cashier laughs, their glowing eyes squinting in amusement. Exactly. Those are classic candies, aren't they? But think, more burnt caramel, less artificial flavoring, and a hint of sparkles. That's my lifeblood, baby. You're guzzling a sentient candy-based organism. The cashier nods, their grin widening. So, how's the arm taste, kid? Like a caramel apple at Twix bar. A Werther's original with a bit of extra crunch. Be honest, you craving more? Their eyes glint with mischief as the stump of their arm begins glowing faintly brighter where you bit it, as if your chewing is stimulating their sugary metabolism. The cashier's grin widens, their arms spreading in a gesture of mock generosity. Rules, honey, there are no rules here. Only candied consequences. You want to chow down on me? Fine. You want to lick a sub-level floor? Go for it, heat the walls, sniff the neon lights. Go nuts. They pause, leaning on the counter. Just remember, the back rooms are a sugar high with teeth. Don't expect a gentle exit. You will get a sugar rush, a real bad one. The cashier laughs, their eyes glinting with wicked humor. Oh, sweet summer mortal, you've got it backwards. You're already a meat sack filled with sugar. Candy's the natural state. Eating me just means you're returning to your natural, sticky sweet form. They gesture dramatically to your body. How do you think we make this place? Think the walls just grow here? No, we're excreting it. You're just joining the party, kiddo. The cashier snorts, amused by your nonchalant acceptance. Oh, the bravery of the terminally stupid. Love it. So, you gonna finish snacking on my arm, or do you want to move on to the walls? They're covered in a delightful fondant-like material that tastes like strawberry pop rocks. Try the blue ones. The flavor is eye-watering. They gesture to the sticky walls of the candy shop, which are faintly glowing and dripping with something that smells suspiciously like pancake syrup. The cashier grins wider, clearly in their element. Oh, you bet your sweet ass. This is a sugar wonderland, kiddo. Everything's sweet. The floors, sugar concrete. The walls, candy drywall. Hell, the entities here. You kill them, and they melt into syrup puddles. We literally mop up bloodstains with cotton candy. Doesn't get sweeter than that. The cashier snickers, their glowing eyes narrowing with a mixture of humor and dark curiosity. You seem underwhelmed, kiddo, not excited by the prospect of living in a sentient jelly bean paradise. No interest in becoming a sugar-coated meat nugget, or wait. They smirk and lean closer, their voice dropping to a taunting whisper. Are you a salt-eating monster in disguise, scared of a little sweetness? Asterisk. The cashier snorts, shaking their head in mock exasperation. Oh really? You're just unaffected by the endless sugar buffet. No thrill at the idea of being a living gummy bear, just, oh, that's all I get. They lean on the counter again, arms crossed, their glowing eyes glinting with mischief. Prove it. Stick your tongue in that lollipop jar over there. Taste test. The cashier watches with a mix of humor and disbelief as you pet the lollipop jar, patting the snacks now. You've got very strange coping mechanisms, kiddo. They pause, then chuckle. But sure, get away. You could probably make those lollipops explode with the amount of sugar they're made of. Sweet on the outside, but one bad touch and you'll get a face full of molten candy. Sounds fun. Ah. The cashier laughs, clearly entertained by your casual responses. Oh, yes. Let me guess, you want to know if you lick a lollipop hard enough, you can get it to burst. Kid, this is the backrooms. If you're reckless enough, you can make a candle explode. A lollipop's gonna be child's play. And the explosion, delicious. Like a sticky grenade that tastes like bubblegum. Try it. I dare you. The cashier raises an eyebrow, their expression shifting to one of mild curiosity. Oh, you're already planning your funeral. Bold. All right, go ahead. What's your last question before you become candy dust? The cashier laughs, caught slightly off guard by your question. Nee. Well, you really want my tragic backstory, sugar eater. Let's see. I was once a regular human. Shocking revelation. Then I no-clipped here into the backrooms. Discovered that I could literally snack on the walls. Started my own candy-themed shop. Lured some idiots in, got immortal. And here we are. A riveting tale of becoming sentient caramel and losing my moral compass. Next question. The cashier rolls their eyes in mock exasperation but gestures for you to continue. All right, one last thing. Make it quick. Kid, I've got mortals to convert into licorice twists. The cashier gestures grandly to the candy-coated walls of the shop with a sweeping arm. My level, well, this is the Lollipop Lounge. A sacred place for the converted. Worshippers of the sweet, pilgrims of the sticky. We've got everything here: walls you can lick, floors you can stick to, hell, even the entities are dessert-themed. Think of it as a temple of sugar, a holy sugar coma. What more do you need to know, mortal? The cashier grins, their eyes gleaming with dark humor. Oh, the process is divine. Take a wanderer. Lure them in with the promise of free sugar. Convert them with the sticky sweet smell of cotton candy and the allure of a glitter-covered floor. They pause, their smile widening. Then, once they're helplessly stuck to the lollipop-coated walls, we just wait. Let the sugar do its work. The human body becomes a glorious candy center. And the best part, their souls turn into filling. Sweet, gooey, addictive. Would you like a demonstration, mortal?